said a framework deal has been reached and President Trump will meet with Chinese leader Xi Jinping Friday to finalize it. Bessonette said the priority has been making sure the deal is fair for the Chinese and completely respects U.S. national security concerns. A bipartisan bill signed by former President Joe Biden last year banned TikTok in the U.S. unless its China-based owner ByteDance stripped its stake in the U.S. assets of the social media company. Let's take a live look now at the big board on Wall Street, where it has been an up and down day. Some of the green, some of the red. Right now, the Dow up just a little bit at 37 points in the green. So let's check in on your local stocks, see how they're doing right now. You can see a mixed bag here. Microsoft up about 0.5%. Amazon up 1.53%, while Boeing is down just a hair, down 0.04%. And checking in on your precious metals, too, you can see that gold, silver, platinum, and palladium all doing well. Silver doing the best of the bunch this noon hour. A Pierce County homeowner kills a man after he says someone tried to break in. The suspect turned out to be a neighbor. What deputies say happened moments before.
So right when I thought Mom would start taking it easy with her osteoporosis, boom, we moved to this cool new place in the city.
If you have postmenopausal osteoporosis and are at high risk for fracture, Evenity can help you rapidly build new bone in just 12 months. Evenity is the only bone builder that also helps slow bone loss, and it's proven to significantly reduce spine fracture risk.
I knew she started taking Evenity, but she told her friend it builds new bone. Builds new bone! So yeah, we get out, we explore, and do whatever that thing is on the floor.
Evenity can increase risk of heart attack, stroke, or death from a heart problem. Tell your doctor if you have had a heart attack or stroke. Do not take Evenity if you have low blood calcium or are allergic to it, as serious events have occurred with Evenity. Signs include rash, hives, swelling of the face or throat, which may cause difficulty in swallowing or breathing, muscle spasms or cramps, numbness, or tingling. Tell your doctor about severe jawbone problems, as they have been reported with Evenity. Report hip, groin, or thigh pain. Unusual thigh bone fractures have occurred with Evenity. Ask your doctor about building new bone with Evenity.
Not a very good feeling, is it? I'm Blake Anderson, and if you've ever dropped your phone, wallet, or fries between the seats, you already know why I use the console catcher. This thing is simple, but kind of brilliant. It's a flexible insert that slides between your seat and the center console and stops everything from falling into that annoying seat gap. You know that gap. The one where your phone slides in, disappears, you find yourself halfway under the seat trying to grab it while you're still driving. But no more. You just drop the console catcher in, no tools, no adhesive, it fits snug in just about any car. And when it's installed, that gap is gone. I've got the black one because it matches my seats, but there are plenty of colors to match your car as well. No more fishing for fries, earbuds, you name it. I've had mine for months now. It blends in, doesn't budge, and I've honestly forgotten how much I used to drop things down there. It's one of those fixes that you don't really even think about until you finally stop losing stuff down there every time you drive. If you don't have one yet, scan the code on your screen now and get a console catcher today. And stop feeding the seat gap monster.
When your phone, wallet, keys, loose change, and more fall between the seat and center console of your vehicle, it's impossible to retrieve. Oh no, not again. Introducing the console catcher, the perfect addition to any vehicle. It's flexible, easy to clean, and even easier to install. Simply place the console catcher around the base of the seatbelt buckle, and that's it. The console catcher keeps anything from falling between the cracks, and it even doubles as a handy organizer. Scan the code on your screen right now to get a complete set of console catchers for both.
Tickets now at thefair.com.
This is Kiro 7 Breaking News.
Breaking news from Pierce County. Sumner police are responding to a crash involving an Amtrak train. This crash has shut down the road in the area not far from downtown Sumner. Kiro 7's Jason Sloss just got to that scene. So, Jason, what are you seeing out there?
Well, we just arrived here, Dee Dee. What we can tell you right now is that we're at the railroad crossing at Maple Street and Traffic Avenue. This area is now blocked off. An investigation happening right now after a train hit a car at the crosswalk here. You can actually see part of that vehicle up on the pavement on its side. It looks like it's only about half the car right now. We're told a small group of people rushed in to help get the driver out. They say he was clearly hurt and was taken to the hospital. It's unclear whether the driver ignored the signal or was trying to beat the train getting across the track or may have stalled. No word on his condition right now. We're waiting to get more information from Sumner Police. Now, the railroad crossing is now closed in both directions. Trains are coming through, we're told, on the east tracks, and it's this crosswalk area is expected to remain closed at least for several more hours. We're working to find out more information on what's happened here. As you do see a train coming in right now. There's debris all over the place. The trains are coming in at understandably very slow speeds, and they are not going much faster than this right now. We've seen a couple go through. As you can see, all the debris all over the place. The crossing guard arms are down, crumpled, along with a couple of other posts. And so a lot of cleanup going on here, and as police are starting to investigate, we're working again to get more information. We'll have an update for you at 4. Live in Sumner, Jason Sloss, Kiro 7 News.
Oh my gosh, Jason, thank you so much for that report. The damage there just stunning. That car torn apart. My goodness. We hope that driver is okay. Let's take a live look outside now and get a check of your forecast, because that is another big talker. We have a warm-up coming tomorrow, a big one, and checking in with Ranji Sinha now, who is in for meteorologist Nick Allard. And Ranji, you've been tracking this warm-up. It's going to get pretty hot, actually.
It's going to get very hot on Tuesday. We're going to get into the 80s, but first we have to get through today, and we're actually going to be seasonal for today with temperatures right around 70, the normal high of 72. But right now we're at 65 in Seattle with winds out of the northeast at 10 miles an hour. So we're warming up today, but we're not going to get much warmer than that 70. And taking a look around the region, the clouds from this morning are dissipating. We're looking at beautiful sunny skies for the rest of today and for much of the region. So that's actually a bit of good news there. 63 degrees right now in Bellingham, 63 in Tacoma, and 64 in Olympia and Chehalis. So as you can see, this warm-up well underway. But what we're looking for is the pinpoint storm tracker not showing us much of anything. But as we go to pinpoint future track, we can see the clearing conditions. And then as we get into Tuesday, we're going to see a change in the wind, and it's going to be an easterly flow from east to west offshore. That's going to possibly fuel the potential for fires if those winds actually catch any fires that have ignited. We're concerned about that. There is a fire watch in place until late Tuesday, and that 80-degree mark is going to be from a thermal induced low pressure system that moves into our region on Tuesday. That's going to warm us up, but it's only going to be one day. I'll explain more in the full forecast coming up.
All right, thanks, Ranji. 4/7's Deborah Horn reports it turns out the two men actually knew each other.
The peace of this Spanaway neighborhood was shattered at about 1:45 Sunday morning.
What did you hear? Gunshots.
Amir Hall says when he has heard that sound before, it was most often fireworks.
Did you think it was fireworks when you heard it?
It sounded like a gun, but I didn't believe. I'm like, no, not in this neighborhood.
Pierce County Sheriff's deputies say the homeowner called 911 saying someone was banging on his back door trying to break in. Moments later, the homeowner said he had shot the alleged intruder.
Deputies arrived within minutes of it happening, and they did find a 36-year-old male on the back porch that had suffered from one gunshot wound. They attempted life-saving measures, and fire arrived. They attempted life-saving measures, and unfortunately, that male did succumb to his injury.
The man's mother identified him as Russell Terry II, a father of 5. He was living with his grandmother, who moved to this neighborhood some 30 years ago. They say he was a plumber who was deeply loved. Neighbors reported that in the moments before the fatal encounter, their Ring cameras captured him banging on their doors, too.
How's the homeowner doing?
Well, you know, unfortunately, nobody ever wants to take somebody's life.
But Deputy Capetto says detectives don't believe what the homeowner did is a crime.
So at this time, we are not looking at arresting the homeowner, and this is being investigated as a case of self-defense.
Deputy Capetto, who you just heard from there, says there is surveillance video that supports the homeowner's case, but the Pierce County prosecutor will be the one ultimately deciding whether to file charges. In the meantime, the homeowner remains free. Pierce County Sheriff's deputies arrested a suspect who they say was walking toward a daycare while holding a gun. They're sharing this video taken on Wednesday morning at Aspen Creek Apartments in Puyallup. Several people called police to report the suspect's alarming behavior. Deputies identified the 36-year-old man and learned he has felony warrants. A canine tracked him to a home, going through a shed in someone's backyard. And then a different canine found the gun in that shed, which deputies say is reported stolen. Deputies also found drugs in the suspect's pocket. Now he faces several possible charges, including burglary. A serious car crash has closed 84th Avenue South in Kent. This was this morning. We're working to get more information about what caused this crash, but it caused a ton of damage. Look at this car just torn apart. Looks like it was also impacted by fire. Another piece of vehicle right there. We're still working on finding out the conditions of everybody involved, but this caused an extended closure this morning at the intersection of 84th Avenue and 210th Street in Kent. We are taking a live look at SEA this afternoon. You can see departures looking a little bit busy there. Well, we're also learning that Southwest Airlines is now following the Federal Aviation Administration's warning about the dangers of lithium-powered batteries with a new policy. Starting next Thursday, Southwest passengers will have to remove the batteries from mobility devices like wheelchairs because of fire hazards. Passengers will have to carry them into the cabin before their wheelchair is checked. The airline said it will not count against a passenger's carry-on bags. The policy will also restrict the size of lithium-powered batteries that are eligible for transportation on Southwest flights. As the temperatures cool, so do prices for airfares and hotels. Travel experts say fall is actually a great time to book a trip and save. Jen Sullivan looks at how you can score some big savings right now.
Do you have the end of summer blues and want to get away? Now is the perfect time to book a trip.
Travel's all about supply and demand.
Emily Kaufman, known as the Travel Mom, says now through mid-November, airlines and hotels start slashing prices.
Destinations are less crowded, kids are back in school, and it's what we call the shoulder season.
Many places in Europe offer major discounts on hotels during the fall.
You can still see spectacular weather throughout the fall in places like Europe.
If you want to travel to see some beautiful fall colors, Whistler, Canada is a great option. Your dollar will go further in Canada. The exchange rate as of Monday is $1.38 for every U.S. dollar. Many cruises have great deals this time of year. Royal Caribbean Cruises offers big savings for any cruise booked now through October 2nd. A second guest is 60% off with a full paying guest.
It is hurricane season during the fall, so you have to remember through the Caribbean and Mexico that this could be potentially a threat to your vacation experience.
Looking to travel somewhere warm domestically? San Diego offers great discounts for families in October. The entire month, kids under 11 get in for free at major attractions like the San Diego Zoo. That saves $66 per child over the age of 3 right there. SeaWorld and many other museums also have free admissions for kids in October. If you're looking to really save, Kaufman says the cheapest time to travel is the week of November 17th. That's the week before Thanksgiving.
Makes you want to go on vacation. All right, Hollywood gave Stephen Colbert a standing ovation as he and his staff took home an Emmy for Outstanding Talk Series last night. This comes 2 months after CBS announced it was canceling his late show after next May. Colbert thanked the network despite the looming cancellation. CBS cited financial reasons for the move. It came on the heels of CBS's parent company Paramount settling a lawsuit with President Trump, a decision Colbert criticized on the show. His fellow late-night host, Jimmy Kimmel, launched a campaign in support of Colbert last month, even putting up a billboard in support.
While I have your attention, is anyone hiring? Because I got 200 very well-qualified candidates with me here tonight who will be available in June.
Oh, you heard him there mentioning his cast and crew who will also be losing their jobs. Entertainment Tonight was the only show backstage at the Emmys, and hosts Nichelle Turner and Kevin Frazier talked with us about Colbert's emotional night.
People cheer. They started chanting, Stephen, Stephen. Like, it was just such an overwhelming show of emotion.
And when they came backstage, his EP talked about what a great leader Stephen is and how he has led with grace and dignity and how he is beloved.
Beloved for sure. And there were some big winners at the Emmys last night, including Washington's own Jean Smart. The Seattle native took home the Emmy for Outstanding Lead Actress in a Comedy for Hacks, her 4th time winning for the role and 7th total. All right, coming up, we all know babies and everything you need to take care of them is very expensive. But wait until you hear about the price tag for this stroller. A Seahawks win. We are breaking down the big moments from the game as the Hawks get their first W of the season. Let's help kids stay warm and have some fun this fall with the Boo and Bundle Halloween costume and coat drive. Drop off new or gently used Halloween costumes or cold weather clothing at your neighborhood Papa Murphy's. All donations go to help Mary's Place to help children and families in need. When you donate, you'll also get a Papa Murphy's coupon card with over $30 in savings. For more information and a list of drop-off locations, visit Kiro7.com/.
If you've been injured in an accident that was not your fault and you don't have an attorney, don't go it alone. Take action. We have legal professionals standing by to help you and let you know what your case is potentially worth. Hi, I'm Paula Haddock, here with spokesman Rob Wolf. So who at home should be calling in right now, Rob?
Well, just like you said, Paula, anyone who's been injured in an accident that was not your fault and you do not have an attorney, call us right now. We're going to answer all of your questions and we'll let you know what your case is potentially worth.
Thanks, Rob. Take action and call now.
Hi, everyone. If you've been injured in an accident, listen up. We have legal professionals standing by, and you can find out how much your case is potentially worth. I'm here with Super Bowl winner Vernon Davis. So, Vernon, tell everyone who should be calling right now.
Well, Gina, anyone who's been injured in an accident, give us a call right now and find out how much money your case is potentially worth.
Thanks, Vernon. You heard it. Go ahead, call now to see how much you qualify for.
Si usted ha sido lastimado en un accidente, no fue su culpa y no tiene un abogado, tenemos profesionales legales en vivo, listos para hablar con usted y contestar todas sus preguntas y darle el valor potencial de su caso. Milo, dígale a los televidentes en casa quiénes deben llamar.
Bueno, Victoria, gracias por invitarme para hablar a la gente ahí en casa. Si usted ha sufrido un accidente, no fue su culpa y no tiene abogado, llámenos porque vamos a decirle el valor potencial de su caso.
Llame ahora mismo.
Hi, everyone. If you were injured in an accident, listen up. We have legal professionals standing by to answer your questions. You can find out if you have a case and how much it's potentially worth. I'm Gina Bellich, along with Super Bowl champ and two-time Pro Bowler Vernon Davis. So, Vernon, tell everyone watching who should call right now.
Well, Gina, if you or someone you know were injured in an accident that was not your fault, give us a call right now. You can find out if you have a case and how much money it's potentially worth.
Thanks, Vernon. You know, the phones have really been busy. So what kind of calls have we been getting?
We're getting calls about all types of accidents, from car accidents to slip and falls, and so many others. So if you were injured in an accident, don't go at it alone. Call for a free case review and find out how much your case is potentially worth.
Thanks, Vernon. You heard the man. Call now to find out how much money you qualify for. Hi, everyone. If you've been injured